Hello, welcome back to Reading with Leon. And I hope you guys have a good Memorial Day, but before we get there, we are going to read Berenstain Bears and the Shaggy Little Pony. I loved Berenstain Bears when I was little. These are a little bit different than they used to be, but still pretty good, still have life lessons and all that good stuff. It's by Jan and Mike Berenstain. And it says, meet Oscar the Shaggy Little Pony. Brother and sister care for Oscar in return for riding lessons. Cool. Before long, Oscar and the cubs are ready to enter the local riding show. I hope they win. Let's find out. The art is always so good. Sister and brother were visiting their neighbor, Farmer Ben. They liked to help him take care of the animals on his farm. It's cool. My parents have chickens. Chickens are fun to take care of. And he's just a friend that had a pig, and it was a really nice pig. Hello, cubs, said Farmer Ben. I want you to meet someone new on the farm. He led them to a pen, and inside was a shaggy little pony. Meet old Oscar, said Ben. He has just come to live here. That is so much fun. He's a cute little pony. He is so cute, said Sister. The cubs rubbed his nose. Oscar blew gently on their hands. That means he likes you, Ben told him. Can we help take care of him? Asked Brother. Of course, said Ben. I will show you how. Let's learn how to take care of Oscar. Brother and sister gave water to Oscar. They gave hay and feed to Oscar. They washed Oscar. They brushed Oscar. They led him into the barn. They cleaned out his stall. And they picked out his hoofs, which is good because the dirt and stuff gets trapped in there and that can hurt him. And they did a lot of work. That was a lot of work, said Ben. It seems like they're reading my mind. You did a good job. Would you like to ride Oscar now? Ride him, said Sister. Could we, said Brother. Why not, said Ben. Ben put an old saddle and bridle on Oscar. He had riding helmets for the cubs to wear. That's very important because if you accidentally fall off or something scares the horse and then you fall off, protect that noggin. First, Ben helped Sister up onto Oscar. He led Oscar and Sister around the pen. Oscar was very calm and quiet. And then it was Brother's turn. That was fun, said Brother. Can we do it tomorrow? Asked Sister. Why not, said Farmer Ben. Farmer Ben seems like a nice guy, although of course he's getting free labor. I'm just kidding. It's always important to help someone out if you can, and even if they wouldn't have gotten riding lessons in return, it's still important to help people out. Brother and sister began to go to the farm every day. Wow. They took care of Oscar and they rode Oscar. Soon they could ride him without any help, and they rode him all over the farm. They loved Oscar and they loved to ride him. Oscar looks like a cute pony. One day, the cubs saw a sign on the side of Farmer Ben's barn. Riding show tomorrow. All cubs welcome. And it says prizes. What does that mean? They asked Farmer Ben. There's going to be a riding show for cubs here, said Ben. The best riders will get prize ribbons. Can we be in the show? They asked. Why not? Said Ben. Seems like that's Ben's favorite words. Why not? The next day, there were lots of riders and ponies on the farm. Some of the ponies were very fancy. Some of the riders wore fancy clothes. Brother and sister were worried. How would they do on their shaggy pony? Don't worry, said Ben. Oscar will do fine. The fancy ponies and the fancy riders went first. They rode in front of the judges, and the judges watched how they rode. But it was a windy day. Leaves swirled around the ponies' legs. The fancy ponies were scared. They bucked and kicked. The judges frowned and made notes on their pads. That's why it's important to wear helmets, because when they get scared and buck and kick, you could fall off. See, look at that. That'd be scary. That'd scare me. Then it was time for brother and sister to ride. They took turns on Oscar. The wind and the leaves did not bother Oscar. He was quiet and calm, and he trotted in front of the judges, and the judges smiled and nodded. That means good stuff. Maybe they'll get a ribbon. All the ponies and riders lined up. The judges brought out the prize ribbons. Blue was for first place, red was for second place, and yellow was for third place. White was for fourth place. Brother and sister had their fingers crossed. I hope we get a ribbon, said sister. Wouldn't they get 2 ribbons because they both rode it? I hope so. That'd be nice. The judges pinned the blue ribbon on Oscar's bridle. Brother and sister were tied for first place. I told you nothing bothers old Oscar, said Farmer Ben. That's great. Now they have to share the blue ribbon. I should have given them 2. I'm just kidding. Okay. Brother and sister rubbed Oscar's nose, and Oscar blew gently on their hands. The end. I hope you guys have an amazing day and hope you learned something. Bye.